think it's a really depressing sign when you lose your hip bones, your 6 hip bones. You think, I'm probably not getting enough pussy. I can't see the veins in your hips. You can't see the veins in your erection. None.
Does that happen? Does you get a fatter dick? I suppose eventually.
No, because you'll masturbate.
Just turn into a leg.
A horny egg.
I ate so much my cock turned into a Swiss roll. I had a theory this morning about like they should do every show instead of, it always goes to like the 3rd series and it's really disappointing. It's like The Wire or something.
Yeah.
Every show should only be allowed 2 series and then it should be whatever the show is called 2036. So it just leaps right into the future really harshly. But even things like Happy Days would get redone as Happy Days 2036, so they're all just like in an old folks home, and then occasionally like some old person in a wheelchair who looks just like all the others gets wheeled in and there's like a round of sort of camera applause and it must be Fonzie. Nothing really happened.
Coronation Street with a car park built on top of.
He's doing children's books now or something, the Fonz.
Is he?
Aye, whatever. I can't remember his name.
Henry Winkler.
Pop-up books. No, he's doing some children's book. I heard it on the radio or something.
That's the last refuge of running out of ideas, isn't it? Of going, how do you even tell which is a better children's book? Going, yeah, your story about a hungry bear, I think, lacked drama. They're all pretty pish, let's be honest.
Here's an idea for a show. Pranks, but on kids. Like pretending that aliens exist, or if crashed the car, or the child's responsible for their parents' death for half an hour.
I think Britain's ready for that.
I think, yeah.
Do a Scottish prank show called Spunked. And it's just like really witless pranks, like someone just stops a motor beside the bus stop, runs out and fucking kicks someone really hard in the balls.
And spunks on the
You've been
windscreen.
spunked.
That's pretty much just setting up CCTV and fucking Baltic Cross. Spunked. Bizarrely, Lindsay from the who was our chef, before I ever even met her, I had seen 2 pictures of her vagina.
I'd also seen a picture of her vagina.
I seen a huge one in Calvin's room.
Yeah.
That one. I saw one in her ex-boyfriend's thing as well. He showed it to me. Yeah, this is something Alice and I used to pump. I was like, yeah.
Catalogue Z21.
It's beautiful. It's like Amelie, isn't it, man? It's just that trail that's led you to the vagina prints.
Yep.
And the 3rd time it was just a potato print of blood. Tenement close.
Have you heard from them at all?
I got sent a reference for one of them, and I didn't fill it in due to porn obligations.
I was sitting in the bus the other day and there was a car pulled up and there was this really camp looking guy driving with a big pink t-shirt and he was just pouting as he was parked, and when people have their names tattooed in fucking old Germanic script and all that, he just had Cox with an X. I was like, I was just left me wondering.
Right, he's got the same thing on his inner thigh with an arrow pointing upwards. Insert Cox.
I had a girl who went travelling in the States and travelled in a Greyhound bus with a guy who had the head pulled over just to his eyebrows. And then apparently this lady had a great time, chatted to this guy, and never took his head off. And at the very end, so he took his head off and he had acid tattooed across his forehead. So I made some pretty bad life choices.
Could not grow a fringe.
It must be tough for people in director's commentaries to continually just talk scene from scene.
No, because people are totally so self-interested that they're totally like, yes, and I remember Spielberg said to me, get on with it before I did this. Yeah, get on with it, he said. I'll always remember that.
Isn't it weird the sound recording place is in the middle of a fucking Glaswegian hellhole?
Yeah. But imagine the amount of people around here who need a soundproof room occasionally. Some places just done it in bin bags. The people who sold me the drugs were definitely on drugs.
Did they give you a knowing look as if to say you're going to enjoy this?
No, they just totally looked like really feral. But they did. I went to have a nice day at the end, which is something I started saying strangely. Have a nice day. They went, yeah, you too. What are you doing buying 3 packs of drugs at 10 in the morning from a sex shop? What sort of day are you going to have?
Was it
How are they expensive?
They were about $12 a pack.
Really?
Mm.
Was it a gay section?
I think all sex shops are essentially gay. I've never really found a use for a large sort of penis substitute. If you've got a penis,
You've never been tired?
tie this onto the sewing machine.
They should do like dildos with warts on them and stuff like that, so it's not just the standard kind of thing.
Dildos that you can load with scampi flavoured fries. Churn out a stench.
Music.
Dildos like the wee robots you get that fucking kids use for that talk to you, stick a tape in. Hello Cynthia, how was work?
Oh, what was he called? That wee bear that used to read out stories, man. That was horrendous.
It's not Teddy Ruxpin.
That's him. Oh, man.
Yeah.
I turned that on in a shop once, man, when I was like feeling quite sort of rough. And
It was
really
clearly
frightened me.
used to lure kids into basements.
Teddy Ruxpin will
I'm
be the name
stuck.
of a
I'm
real
stuck
life
in the
paedophile.
basement. Help me.
Say goodbye to your family and come down and help me.
Yeah, where you been?
I was in Edinburgh
Today?
and I got the first bus back
Mm.
and just slept.
You were
a bit.
partying?
No, I was late in life. Fucking fucked the gig in.
Really?
I guess if that was your review of the Scotsman.
That's it.
Fucking
Give him
fucked the gig.
prejudice, one in the middle, fuck the gig in.
It's on at the top as well, man. It was fucked early doors. And very few people escaped.
Did you go ranch?
No, I done about 2 minutes at the top and then on the way inside you just go, fuck this. They're just going to hate everything I've got to say. And then just started speaking to a couple of guys in the audience and it was just going nowhere, man. A guy that snorted water. Just
What?
The compere got... I think the compares came on to try to make it this mad gig.
What company was it?
Stuart Goldsmith, his name is.
Fuck knows he is, but
I hate all these people, man, go, oh, what a great gig, we got a guy
Aye.
to ride a tricycle.
I know, it's just
Fuck
boring, man.
off.
Just go and do your set, get your money and fuck off.
That was amazing, we did a conga. Conga into the fourth, you fucking
He
English
smoked a cigarette
cunt.
in his arse, it was amazing.
I guess this is probably the only drugs-free spot in definitely a mile radius.
Yeah, we're the only people not on drugs in
Aye.
Govan.
Created a bit of an imbalance in the air.
Fucking chemist gives the methadone people, one hit for himself, one for you. Set him up. Did you see Barry George? Fucking Joe Dando did. Jumped over 4 buses on a pair of rocket powered roller skates.
Campbell told me that, man. I was just
Aye, Rowan told me that. Did I take a water there, Frankie?
Apparently hit the
Oh
last
yeah,
bus.
broke his ankles or something.
Yeah,
Aye.
hit the last bus and broke his leg, but Pure still got up. So in the applause, man. It'd be great if he'd fucking killed Joe Dando and rocket powered roller skates, man. Just fuck, clumped her on the back of the head, man.
Did you use that?
No, I didn't.
Absolutely.
It didn't come up at all. I had,
That's,
what did I have? I had something about, yeah, they're all chasing him for sponsorship deals. They want to launch Barry George at Asda.
Who was it he was obsessed with? Was it Freddie Mercury or something?
he took the surname or the name of Freddie Mercury's cousin, I think, didn't he?
Trying to get women by pretending you're related to a guy who has AIDS. There's AIDS in the family. How's it by there, honey?
I was telling Jim, remember that guy Jason Cook? the time you were comparing at the Glasgow Comedy Festival?
Yeah.
The Geordie guy thought he was really
Yeah.
offensive.
That was amazing. They fucking came in, it's just pure like that. It's going, I don't know if this will fly, you know, because it's loads of stuff about dwarves and all this stuff, right? And then like Bristella just comes on and just screams at some women about fucking AIDS, right? It's like that. He finishes off, he gets the first act on going, I'd like to pull your fucking hair out of the roots, you fucking bitch. Anyway. Fucking sticks on like, it was like me, some fucking horrendous open spot, and then he's got to go on and talk about dwarves, man. It's just pointless.
He's doing it last night, I don't know show you, man. But after everything, he mentions like fingering the midget. He goes, oh, you didn't like that one, you know, oh, bit edgy.
She's Scotland, man. We fucking.
I thought you'd done the line though about something like offending people in Glasgow. This is a place where fucking people would stab their neighbour about an argument over a satellite dish or something. Did you know do that line after bringing him after the
Yeah. You generally got to finger a dwarf to get out of the house. What is it? Come on.
Are you doing any gigs at the festival?
No, none.
None
I
at
sort
all?
of fucking had a bit of wisdom and sort of thought, like, when I generally do pick up gigs and stuff and think, that'll be good, I'll be pissed, it'll be fun, it'll be midnight, and you're generally been there all day, it's cold, and it's no fun,
I know.
it's going to be shite, you're not going to be home till 3.
I was comparing this gig yesterday for the Sunday Mail, the Comedy Champ. It was a bid to find Scotland's funniest person. And there's like 6 people on it, and it's just people that have entered through the through the newspaper.
What paper?
Sunday Mail.
Cunts.
So whoever won the final, they get into the final. So you think you're funny, like straight to the final.
Right, yeah?
And
Cool.
the first guy that was on, no, I think it was second or third. His name was Mohammed Ashraf, right? And he got to the mic and he's like kind of old. He runs a newsagent in Shawlands, and he's going, I know you're all thinking, I'm a fucking packy.
At least he's got some self-knowledge.
And he goes,
You've been listening.
we just done 5 minutes about what packy stands for. He's like powerful, active, and just done all these kind of fucking acronyms, and then just that was his set, man.
And begs for his life. The usual 5 minutes. Oh, what? I had a really depressing thing yesterday, that after 2 years old you can't be assured a genuine smile of anyone. So like from 0 to 2 they're just going to smile because they're happy, but after that they go, ooh, masking it for wanting something in their fucking whole eyes.
Sure you read that? Sure you don't write that?
It was told to me.
You created that.
Bipolar maniac.
If you'd been writing that, I'd put it in a Christmas cracker.
I don't mate that get sacked for Asda for sticking pencils in a turkey. Somebody bought the turkey after the rotisserie, man. It was like 4 fucking HP pencils in it.
I shoplifted a DVD player as the
Honestly,
aye.
shoplifting it. How cheap are they, man? They're only about £7.
It's 17 quid.
17
Aye, shoplifted that in 2 bags of shop.
over a tenner's fair game for shoplifting, man.
It's just like fucking those, you run your thing through that beep thing, right? And it's
Oh, the self.
It's
Oh, I
just
thought it was premeditated.
no, the woman just ignored me and asked for help, so I just took her DVD player.
Just took a DVD.
My poor service tax.
You bet.
I fucking had to go and pay a bill in the bank today, right? Because it's just like, it's got to be paid today, right? So I had to go to the bank. And the woman, like, I've got no idea, right? But the woman recognises us from 8 out of 10 cats. So she goes, yeah, fucking, and she goes like that. She's doing the transactions. She goes, oh, you like my husband? He's a mercenary.
He's a what? A mercenary?
He's a mercenary. He's pure a mercenary in Afghanistan, man.
Fuck's sake.
You like my husband, he's a mercenary.
Hmm?
You like my husband, he's a mercenary.
Yeah.
Cool.
They're coming to a gig.
Sit him in the front row. Mercenary, man.
Knife between his teeth. Bandolier. Cool.
You seen that video, 2 birds, 1 cup? Have you seen that?
Two birds, one cock.
No.
1 cup. 2 birds, 1 cup. Quite a basic porno there.
Slam, old man. It's basic.
Lo-fi porn, man. Taking it back to reality, man. 2 birds and 1 cock.
From the creators of 1 bird and 1 cup. No, it's something that 2 girls and 1 cup. It's like scat porn. Like, apparently it's the most disturbing video there is on the
Oh,
internet.
eating shit.
Eating shit, aye.
It's not going to be the most disturbing video, is it?
I think in that genre.
I heard about something last week. Maybe people docking. I heard of docking.
Docking is when they put their cock into each other's cocks.
What?
Yeah.
What,
Basically.
in the jet?
One
In the
person
East, down the
stretches out
Jap side,
their
that's the word,
foreskin,
man.
and the other one sticks their cock in there. So it's like a sort of
Docking.
energy feeling kind of fucking vibe that they get, man.
Fucking hell. Docking. Imagine
Docking
being shagged up
station.
the dick.
I couldn't believe it.
So how the fuck can you fit another cock?
I was circumcised at age 5, man. I can't even imagine taking a piss with a foreskin.
Oh, he just done the foreskin, but I thought he went right in the Jap's eye.
No.
Well, that's the way I heard it, but that makes more sense.
Aye.
That sounds a bit more realistic.
That would,
Negative.
sounds a bit kind of boring, though.
I suppose it'd be a good photo.
No, not too.
You know what I mean? Like if somebody took it.
Siamese cocks.
Depends where you are. I mean, outside the Taj Mahal, it'd probably actually throw the composition right off.
Have you heard of docking, Jim?
Docking. Is that the frozen shit thing? No.
No, man. Close.
What is it?
It's when you put your dick in somebody else's dick.
In someone else's dick.
Well, you attach it with the foreskin. Like you put your...
Cover it over.
and then...
Why would you do that?
Why?
Because you're gay! You're gay and bored.
Have you had a wolf
If you're
bagging?
gay and bored, try docking.
Wolf bagging?
Wolf bagging?
What's that?
Where you get a bit of bacon and you tie it on a string, right, and the girl eats the bacon and you hold the string, right, and then you fucking doggy style, and then just when you're about to come, you pull the string, it flies out of her. She swallowed it by this time, right? It flies out of her mouth, causing her to vomit, and the contractions of her body while she vomits increases your pleasure.
Fuck's sake. That's bad, man.
It's quite a misogynistic
That's
thing, isn't it?
You can do it with a guy.
It's a committed bird.
It's good that they're still working on sex in Serbia.
Have you heard the bagpiping?
No.
So you put your dick under a bird's armpit and she just goes like that.
Oh yeah. What's the frozen
It's
shit
like
thing?
the tame,
That's the
man,
star
but-
bar? Is that that?
Aye. Oh, what's...
My mate stayed at some guy's house and he'd filled a Johnny with water and like placed it inside like a kitchen roll holder and stuck it in the freezer. And then like everyone came back and crashed out. He rips off the cardboard, it's this huge ice cock and he shoved it up somebody's arse. But then grabbed it off him and scudded him in the jaw with it. The guy later became known as Ice.
Check, that's what happened with Vanilla Ice, man.
Have you seen how much water you can get in a Johnny though?
No.
Pretty flat, man.
Fucking, is it? There's like DVDs and stuff now, man. There's no need to be fucking
I know.
checking how much ice you can get out of a Johnny anymore. Get a box set, man. Fucking chill out.
Have you heard the story about Mikey?
Oh, aye.
The guy fucking his face.
Aye. Oh, is it a true story?
Fuck, was it Brian told me?
But they were, what was it? He was having a threesome with some army guy.
Yeah, and he went down on the girl, and the guy fucking.
What, the guy was pumping the girl and he went down on her?
Aye, a bizarre
You're
fucking
asking for trouble,
logistical.
man.
Exactly, yeah.
Just like definitely dancing about in a landmine there, man.
Yeah. Yep. Edge of the boat
Dancing
with no
about
shoes
a
on,
landmine.
man.
I think I've dropped something down near my cock there, Mikey. You go pick it up with your mouth.
The first two sucks, all you can taste is pussy. Then it's gay.
She gives that, man. I'm not on stage tonight until 11:30. That's fucking dreadful, isn't it?
I hope they kick in late, Kevin, man, and you just come on raving about fucking goblins. The Goblin King has sent me here.
I bought the Crow Road.
Alright, cool, it's
I've
good,
not
isn't
started
it?
it yet, but
We should read all of those, all the sort of Scottish ones are fucking
Aye.
brilliant. Espadale Street and
Yeah, that's great.
Is Espedale Street the one where he's in a band?
yeah,
I like that. That was cool.
It's supposed to, apparently it's supposed to be based on fish.
Right, really?
Yeah.
he was at my gig the other night, that guy.
Fish?
Aye. Best of
Our old
Scottish.
buddy Fish.
He's huge, isn't he?
Fish
Yeah.
did their pilot, man, that didn't get made by BBC Scotland. It'd be like,
Was Fish on that?
yeah,
Aye.
we wanted to get guest presenters, right?
Aye.
So like, what we wanted to do was get fish to present it all the time. I'd call it live fish show. And it was like, we had the idea of like Greg Hempel's face, but as Doctor Who, morphing into fish, like regenerating, just having fish present it. But it was great because like fish didn't really think about any of what we were asking him to say, kind of thing, right? So he fucking comes on right at the top and goes, yeah, hello to everybody who's watching this. Obviously no one will be watching it in Dundee because you'll be outside date raping a seagull. Just done it like that. It's fucking amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, that was in Clydebank. Did you ever see that?
Chad Hogan sex case?
Yeah,
No.
written in a school in Clydebank.
No.
Chad Hogan. Put the 2 dots off. I mean, sex case.
2 dots.
Yeah.
I like to think it was him. Advertising, man. Power of advertising.
Clydebank, the gang, the YCB, Young Clydebank Bundy. There's got a graffiti that says Jesus YCB under a bridge.
Young Clydebank Bundy? What after Ted Bundy?
That's what they went for, man. I don't know. The Young Drumchapel Dairy as well.
Aye, that's
A
what
reference to the fucking
Young Hill
peace
Team Dairy.
process, no doubt.
Are you from Clydebank, isn't he?
Aye. The best name I've ever seen for a gang is the Fernhill Wifty.
I heard one called, I don't know if it's true, the Barrowfield Torch.
The Barrowfield Torch.
I just thought it was quite sinister, like the KKK
Aye.
or something.
Given a fucking different slant on
Aye.
random Bammery.
Do you think we could hold our own as a fucking gang nowadays, man?
The 4 of us?
Yeah. In that, like, you could have, like, a van, right? So, in a fight, we could at least drive a van into people.
The Van Gang.
He's got a van.
Oh shit, it's the van.
Many is it? I don't know.
Just the van.
The driver for sure.
Can't be more than 8.
It'd be great, man. It's not so much the gang, it's just the van, it's the actual
Yeah.
involved in
There's
tough
only,
balls.
The bed says you have to die.
Strict rule here, 1 in, 1 out.
The van.
It's John that does the spray paint. John
John Ross.
John Ross. Yeah, he's saying there's a gang called the Tory Glen Nazis.
I read the Hill Shed Nazis,
Right?
and they wrote that on the side of a Portaloo at a football park, and they drew a swastika below it, but beside the swastika there was like 3 or 4 failed attempts at a swastika. Just these really fucked up efforts.
Aye.
Underestimating the difficulty in drawing a swastika.
You
Getting
did
in a
that.
fight as a kid. Some fucking dude we were out with at Halloween. We used to just go out at Halloween and throw eggs into the front windows of buses. And fucking
Halloween.
every Halloween.
Traditional celebration.
I'd try to fucking cause a massive crash. But fucking, just did doing a swastika and fucking NF if it was an F kind of thing like that. And me just going, fuck off, this is bullshit kind of thing. But as a sort of 12-year-old political consciousness, then realising I am smaller than this guy.
Actually, you're right.
You ever seen the swastika that Eugene Terrebonne used, you know, the South African guy? It was, I can't remember the name of the party, but it was a really twisted up, even more swastika. It was pretty
Nice.
sinister. It just sticks in my
Improved the
mind.
Good looking swastika.
Yeah, updated it.
The 21st century swastika.
Yeah, for the African continent.
I went to buy my mate Will a sort of Nazi armband and fucking and went to the thing in Glasgow and he's like, you'll not be able to get any this weekend, son. I was just like, yay.
What were you going to say there? Something about graffiti?
Oh yeah, you did that fucking swastika thing in a notebook of mine when we were on a train. You just like lots of practices and then scrubbed it out, did a big one at the end. I just like sitting about for ages.
Absent-mindedly doodled a swastika in my office and walked away from it, and my boss picked it up the next day. Apparently, went, who did that? It was just somebody casually went, it was Stuart, but no, nothing was said. It was just like
I was daydreaming.
I was really.
Did you see that show Flavor Flav did, where it was just like a whole load of birds competing to be Flavor Flav's girlfriend? And this
Someone
man-
shit.
Yeah, this one of the women that he got in shot on his stairs. It was all like quite low level women, as you can imagine, like, fucking vying for that title, and like he's just like, the fuck's that smell, man? Someone's just shot on the stairs.
But did she do it as a kind of mating call or something? Or just,
No, she shot herself.
Don't try and glamorise it, man.
Well, fucking
He's just shot himself.
There's a good bit where he goes, I can't remember all your names, so I'm gonna make up nicknames for you, and like he sticks them on their chest on these big sort of labels. And you're like, well, if you're going to do that, you could at least put a fucking real name on it, or just make up a name every time you see them.
Alan.
You're today's third Alan. Do you remember that show where he was on a farm with fucking
Vanilla Ice.
And Orville? Wasn't Orville in there? I think so.
The guy and the
I
puppet.
didn't see it, man.
Yeah, the guy and the puppet.
Wow.
Keith Harris.
Just the puppet would have been a fucking.
You ever fancy
legend.
doing any of that kind of shit?
Fuck off.
What?
That'd be terrible.
Doing what?
Celebrity Big Brother.
Celebrity Big Brother, man. What's the one they go to the jungle?
You could do it. We could try and get you
I'm a
out.
celebrity guy,
Constantly
yeah.
fucking try and break in.
I would really.
Get Barry George in a pair of roller skates. You could fire him over and get you out. No Edmonds in a helicopter as support.
I always thought it was one of the prizes on fucking Get Me Out of the Jungle. They should have Ray Mears in a sort of plastic box, and like Ray Mears of Survival did. So you can break him out and fucking he can help you eat fucking worms or something like that. I don't know that he's got any knowledge. I think he's just fucking basically pulling up roots and eating them.
Just hoping for the
Don't
best.
fucking do that.
Where did he come from, that guy? Ray Mears?
Don't know.
So kind of.
He's enormously fat for someone that eats.
Eats fucking off land, yeah.
But also they don't know what cavemen ate because they fucking put everything in the fire, obviously, so there's no evidence of it. So they'll spend like 3 days beating some plant to make a paste, and they go, is this what cavemen would have eaten? We don't know. The answer is perhaps.
Caveman. I wonder what it's like being a fucking caveman.
Fucking awesome.
It
Wake
seemed-
up.
There was no law.
No. Every fantasy will be fulfilled.
No.
No.
Kill a mammoth. Have sex with my mum. Fucking get some sleep because it's been a tough day.
Killing a mammoth and having sex with your mum.
Who's that coming over the hill? Oh dear. It does look friendly.
If you could go back to the caveman times, is that what you'd do?
Would I? Is that? Would I go? Is that an ideal time?
No, if you were going back to the caveman ages, you'd kill a mammoth.
Aye.
And shag your mum.
Something that looked like. Get that out of the way.
You get out of the way on the first day.
Yeah.
Right, free.
Kill
clean
dead.
canvas.
Fuck mom. Live life.
That's Nike's new slogan.
Yeah. Some kids staring at his mum's tits. It's like, just do it.
We didn't get a DVD commentary out of it, but we have been picked up for an anti-drugs campaign. One of the barmaids at Stan told me about Chris Cooper one time, and someone going to him, "You've got a 1-track mind," and he went, 3-track, arse, fanny and mouth. Amazing.
Heard him just open the fire door at the stands, really thick door, people talking in the stairs. Bang! Did someone say blowjob? I think the 2 words were flying about, but that connected.
Did someone say
But he opens so many doors and says that, man.
it's a great, it was not really a conversation. Did someone say blowjob?
Thanks for joining us for this interview. He also said that fucking remember the dude that killed the prostitutes in Ipswich, was that what it was?
Steve Wright.
Steve.
What was his name?
Steve Wright.
Can you play the drums? Get me in the fucking band, man. If you're listening, Steve, we got a job.
Yeah, Cooper said it was a real waste that he hadn't fucked him. It's like, they're dead anyway.
Oh, he wasn't a paedophile?
Oh, they hadn't fucked him afterwards?
Aye.
Alright, sorry, Steve.
Yeah, man.
He just murdered people.
Just murdered women.
And his
He
defence
wasn't a
was
pervert.
he'd fucked them all. That was his defence. His
For it?
only defence was, I think you'll find that I had fucked them all. But his liar was pure trying to pump him for anything else. Anything else, like an alibi or someone. Just tell them I fucked them all. Should be on my way.
Do you remember that text thing I told you about? The 63336, it can answer any question.
Yeah.
And you text, your question was,
My question was,
who's Britain's most
successful rapist? And they sent us back a legal threat.
Aye.
Let's do it now.
63336.
would you like to text it, man? Where's a good place to get a blowjob in the Canberra slang area?
Imagine it gave you an address.
I've got it saved on my phone as the cunt. Cool, man.
Like, can it go kind of metaphysical and sort of,
Nah, it just it hits you with lies if the question's unanswerable.
Who's the worst person ever? Because to be honest,
Who's the worst person ever?
name 5 people that worked behind the scenes and take the high road?
I'll ask the two questions in the same text. Who's the worst person ever, and name 5 people that work behind the scenes that take the high road. Can imagine there'll be a connection. Who's the worst person?
It's just somebody sitting in front of Google, basically.
yeah.
I don't know how Jiggle could answer the worst person in the world though. There needs to be a certain opinion in it as well.
They'll have a top 10.
Top 10.
Channel 4 will have done a
Aye,
fucking programme with Jimmy Carr, man. Here I am at number 5.
100 greatest programmes. You should have that one. 100 greatest sex crimes.
I watched one of those shows, right, and it was movie themes, right? And fucking, you know, from doing them, the interviews, people for like 2 hours and stuff like that, right? And they give them a fee or whatever. And we watched it, because we knew Robin Ince was on it, and the whole show goes on for ages, right? And fucking, eventually Robin Ince pops up, and this is all he says in the whole show. I think Watership Down has one of the most moving themes ever. And he'll have sat there and given like funny opinions and stuff for 2 hours, and it'll have been just brought in as that ballast for the Watership Down bit before they segue into Paul Ross's fucking banging on about having a rabbit as a kid. It says a lot about society, man, how right wing those people are. Because if you think it's because they're talking about topical stuff and anything could happen, right? So the thing is, a bomb could go off, so they need someone who's there at the point who'll just go, yeah, hang everybody. Do you know what I mean? They just need to know.
Hang
He's going to be the most right-wing bastard in the world.
That's a good question. man.
Anyone with a glimpse of humanity would.
Who's the most right-wing bastard in the world?
We think Howard from the Halifax ads.
I could happily never do another gig again in my life.
That's the way I
me
feel,
too.
man.
I wouldn't be. I
I've
wouldn't
got one in
know
5 hours.
Make it the title of your French show, man.
What?
I could happily never do another gig in my life. And just
day one.
stare them out every night.
I think I even said that last night at some point, man. I'll just stand here and stare at you and see how you like
Just
it.
take out a picture of like a girlfriend that you don't have and stare at it.
One of those generic pictures that come with a frame.
Here's the answer, just as the DVD finishes.
Cool.
Adolf Hitler is the worst person ever. How fucking obvious was that, man? Hitler took his own life in his Berlin bunker on the 30th of April 1945.
I'd say he's done worse stuff than that.
That's not what he's famous for, man. He used cyanide and a bullet to the head. That's what they've got on Hitler, man.
Aye, right.
Fucking hell.
My theory is his brain is fucking in the Pope's head. It basically, you know, the Pope is a Nazi, so basically they've had Hitler's brain all along, and they were waiting for someone to get a powerful job who would have to wear a really big hat so it would hide the stitching. Now he's in there. He was trying to get into fucking American football for years, man, Hitler.
These I feel like undertones.
Cool.
Tribute band.
Okay, here we are.
The herbal highs seem to have kicked in and we've found a bunch of instruments.
Fucking right.
I'm on my way.
So basically for this section of the commentary we're going to attempt to chant and text questions to
6 treble 3 set.
sit in front of a fucking computer screen and attempt to find some kind of spiritual insight. Let's go. Question.
Is the question, man?
Who can Morgan Freeman not play?
Who can Morgan Freeman not play?
That's a good question.
Are we letting the guy do the answer here?
How long did it take to get back to you usually?
Depends on the difficulty of the question. The rape question was almost instant, man. Who can Morgan Freeman not? Do you want to word that again? Not or no longer? Or?
Who can Morgan? What role can Morgan Freeman not play?
Right.
I think Eddie Kidd in the Eddie Kidd story for reasons of taste.
Sounds like the start of a joke, man. We're throwing in. Surely somebody in this fucking office has got a sense of humour. What role can Morgan Freeman not play? Is that your final answer?
Ian Durant.
I'd love to see fucking Morgan Freeman in the Durant story.
Neil Simpson.
Just everybody else is from Rangers at the time.
Matt Damon as Stuart McCall.
Introducing Terry Harlock.
Brad Pitt as Nigel Spackman.
Simon Weston as Mark Walters.
It's a demanding role.
Nothing that boy can't do.
Scotland in the 80s was such a seminal time, man. Fucking brutal player managers kicking holes in people's legs. Let's keep passing the question button.
What's the question button? Do you not need to wait till there's an answer? Oh, here we go.
Yes.
One message received. There seemingly aren't any roles that Morgan Freeman can't play. However, AQA feels that he wouldn't be able to play a hobbit or a dwarf. It's obviously not very up to date, man. But I think that was a
Wrong.
re-attempt at humour. He's a fucking cripple! There we go, man.
Hey, buddy.
Good question, shite answer.
Okay.
Can you text him that back? Oh, shite answer.
Call that an answer. Another quid.
Who's got the question back?
That's myself. Who was the first girl to kiss Bing Crosby?
Who was the first girl? Alright.
A trick question.
It's a showbiz Sam, man. That's a bid for 25 quid someone puts in every week.
Who was the first girl to kiss Bing Crosby? It's got to be a mindfuck if you're on some dead end job, answering questions and checking Google, man. Know that somebody somewhere's having a good time.
You'd much rather go back to fucking giving train timetables, wouldn't you? It's also that thing of people being wasted at, what's this? 5 o'clock. Midweek. It's just got to give you a portal into another universe, man.
Boom, boom, bada boom, boom, bada boom, boom, bada boom.
It'd be fucking
boom,
amazing if Bruce
bada
Willis came in now, man. Genuinely
boom,
just blow my
boom,
fucking mind.
Through one of the vents here.
Ectoplasm.
Should we sing until the question, until the answer arrives?
Singing a long time, I think, man.
I'll take the phone off silent and give it more an effect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thinking like a producer.
Just so you know I'm not frauding.
For all you skeptics out there.
When the night has come. Where's the beat?
I look forward to people listening to this in years to come. Like, this was Bridges when he discovered his thing. He used to be a comedian. He didn't do the whole soul thing, man. It was fucking weird.
Whenever you're in trouble, stand.
That'd be good if you made that the opposite way around from Billy Connolly. It's like, I just gave up the jokes.
Just as long as you stand
Fucking give us some.
by me. 63336, man.
That was a delivery of that song that would ensure that someone didn't stand by you. Don't bother standing by me.
When the night has come, stand by me.
Whenever you.
That's someone who's about to hit someone with some heavy information that they didn't know, isn't it? Sort of, when the night has come, stand by me. Anyway, I've got something to tell you. I killed a couple of kids with you. What is it, honey? We getting married? No. The night has come. I'd like to tell you.
What was the question we asked it?
Bing
Who's the first
Crosby.
girl to go for Bing Crosby?
It must be a fucking brain racker, man.
Mm-hmm.
Probably on about page 7 of Google, ready to resort to Jeeves here. Just freaking out.
Can you... I have the stick. Can you explain the sexual term docking?
We're going to give him a question, he's still not replied.
Mm.
Yeah. I don't think it's just one guy.
Just the way it's
A
stopped
huge
my phone
bank of
book to see them.
monitors in
Still
one
working
guy.
on the first one, buddy.
I'll need to change my phone book to the cunts. Can you explain the sexual term docking?
I'll just put one in we've just made up. Can you give this a name?
Horn blowing.
Imagine the guy actually just phoned you. What the fuck's going on here? Can you explain?
What do you call the... What's the sexual act when you fuck the bit between a woman's top lip and her nose?
And this differs
Ask
from
him.
Moustache?
Moustache. I don't know.
Tash banging?
Magnum.
an Adolf.
Got milk.
I just sent that to recently sent people, man.
What? Send to your address book.
Can you explain? It might have been you, Frankie. No, that's the cunt that's went to. Before it was recently used, I kept going to, man. That would be pretty embarrassing if you just did.
Why would they have that as an option?
Can you explain? What?
Recently used?
No, because recently used I kept going to send.
Oh, right.
Forgot to go through my phone book.
It's like someone who works for the phone manufacturer's wife had an affair, and he's built in a thing to make it more likely that people's affairs will be exposed. I don't just go, send this to someone randomly.
Were you violently sick?
Sitting in a dark
Why was
room.
what?
Were you violently sick?
Yeah, I was sick in the toilet.
Here we go, man. What questioning this will be?
It was green.
There we go, it's Bing Crosby was tough, man. He's replied to that one first. The term docking refers to the sexual act performed between two men, specifically when one man pulls his foreskin.
I bet he gets this question 20 times a day. Man. He thinks it's one
This is a
gay
stock reply,
matter
innit?
stalking him, but it's actually
When one man pulls his foreskin over the head of another man's penis.
Why don't you say I'm having trouble? How do I get my foreskin adequately over this penis?
What about
send it back. You
what
didn't
about-
have to look that up, did you?
what about the Jews?
What about
They're
the-
excluded from it.
Circumcised?
How long have people been doing docking for, do you think? It can't be new, surely.
I
I
don't know.
see a Jewish guy trying to do docking on that show, You Bet. Do you remember that thing with Matthew Kelly? Well, my special skill. Even though I'm a Jew.
Docking.
There's a question button.
Hmm?
Let's see, where's the question? I don't necessarily matters if people are listening. Where's the question?
That's gives it that.
Nobody's listening by now, for fuck's sake. If they're listening by now, they're just looking for information so they can find and kill us.
Should we text the cunt something about the DVD coming out? Just asking it.
When's
It's
he?
just going to be really depressing when he doesn't know what the fuck we're talking about. Recommends us to wait for another year for Billy Connolly to get something out.
Is the Reverend Obadiah Steppenwolf regularly sexed? Text that.
Yeah.
What's regularly sex mean? Perhaps you could ask that as a subsidiary.
In brackets. P.S. What the fuck do I mean?
What do I mean?
Morgan, is the Reverend? The party died and the fucking instruments get confiscated.
Yeah, man.
It's always the case.
He's been doing it to the Native Americans for years.
Your name's too long to text, Jim, man.
Really?
I get bored about the step part.
The answer is no.
Do you want to meditate?
Sure.
I would say the herbal highs have worked.
Mm-hmm.
That's the conclusion I would have come to if I hadn't been so fucked on drugs that I'd not noticed it worked.
I'm sort of lying in a fetal position, staring up at the light past fridges. I'd say this is a failure.
I'm trying to do fucking shadows on the carpet with a stick.
I'm doing nothing.
That's what you think. To me, you've got a fucking rabbit on your ankle.
Shall I?
The rabbit on the ankle of society. Boom.
Fuck your instruments.
Texting is at the back of your head. I can see through this rifle scope.
The Scottish.
Read an article, man.
Well,
Brought a prop.
there's a thing here about the Scottish Mental Health Arts and Film Festival. Everyone gets their own exclusive festivals now.
Mental Health Film Festival? Fucking hell.
Arts
Man.
and Film Festival. Do you want to hear about it?
Read it in a different style, though, man.
Different style.
Read it in a kind of mad way. Sorry, I can't be more specific.
I don't know. That's. Well, I think just reading it in itself, it's mental health.
Read a lot of fucking psychopath.
I did a gig last year. The mental health arts. It was at the Loft. Do you know what that is? The National
And that's
Library.
yeah.
But it was at that top bit, fucking. So the rest of it was just a bar with like 300 people in it making noise. So
They really didn't plan that, did they?
no, occasionally they'd show footage of mental health adverts. It's fucking
Good
That bit from
evening.
Jacob's Ladder.
That was the audience.
How did they go, man? Were there actual mental people in?
Fuck, it was really horrible.
Good evening, band parts.
Do you know what, man? The light's not good enough. But it does.
Is that the opening line?
Yeah. So we've moved to the dark. Scottish Mental Health Arts and Film Festival, and it gives you the abbreviation, is a national arts festival in Scotland that explores mental health. It has its base in Glasgow, with events taking place all over Scotland between the 1st and 19th of October. Was that a real date? 19th of October 2008. The festival brings together a wide range of mental health organisations, arts organisations, community groups and artists, embracing approaches including film, visual art, drama, literature, music and comedy. But it's not as good as a normal festival.
My own project is my escape from Peterhead Prison and subsequent flight to a variety of communities. I'll be observed there, attempting to integrate and failing, and eventually being captured. I hope people take something from this.
Did you ever see the footage of the SAS raiding fucking Peterhead prison when Thatcher called them in? There was
Really?
people up on the roof or something. Yeah, and they found this wee hole in the kitchen roof or something. There was like 10 people creeping along the doorways and all that. It's pretty mental.
They've got to love to get sitting against amateurs, man. That's just got to be like a computer game.
Absolutely.
Christmas present from Thatcher.
Killing the butcher shop window. Thanks, Margaret.
I've seen that footage where she took a stroke at the kind of
Oh.
podium. It was, you remember Naked Video where they slowed her down to be like the MGM line? You know, it used to, MGM, rah, Naked Video used to have, it would be her kind of going, rah. But that actually happened when she was addressed. I don't know what it was. It was after, I'm not sure she was still Prime Minister. It might have been when Major was Prime Minister.
They nipped out for lunch and was just entering her again.
But she just was like that at the podium and fell flat in the face. I laughed the first time I saw it, then I did feel a wee bit bad because I was with my mum and she thought, you shouldn't laugh at people taking a stroke in front of you, but...
Fuck off, I came to that.
15 companies, 26 crew, 10 cast and 120 extras were involved in this shoot. Any guesses?
101 Dalmatians.
That's something.
Text the guy.
That terrible Bing Crosby question's just been dinged,
I
man.
know, man. We fucking found his weakness.
Let's make a name up. Tracy Spencer from.
It's probably a peak time though for
Yeah.
the texting service.
Can't be now, can it?
I can imagine.
Oh, train times and.
Aye. So I can imagine who's the first.
That just doesn't get priority.
Aye.
Queer docking, however, that's like express delivery.
I'll get a text at 4 in the morning with the answer to that, and it's
Let me know.
West
Let me know.
Rand. Don't worry. New Queer Underground is an online resource aggregating new visual work from lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans, intersex and queer people and their friends. What's
Who's
intersex?
interested in a new Queer Underground website that hasn't stumbled across that by accident just by fucking googling those words 5 times a day? Do you know what I mean? They don't need to advertise.
What's intersex?
It's just being really into sex.
On trains. It's a new casual firm, man.
The intersex train firm?
Yeah. Fucking transgender rangers firms, man.
Intersexy fun.
We fit our hole in every first ScotRail service.
Finally showing it to the Dons, man. With a fucking big hermaphrodite team.
I was looking at this website, man, and it's like debunking popular myths, and apparently it's called Snopes. And apparently there's a big Hollywood thing that Jamie Lee Curtis is a hermaphrodite.
Yeah, that.
That's pretty. I'd never heard that.
I think the thing is she's just one chromosome towards being a man.
But we've all seen
One
trading
because
Is
places.
that not true?
I don't know. It was saying it was
genuinely stopped
unverifiable.
wanking to Jamie Lee Curtis for about whatever since I found that, or since I'd heard that myth.
Really?
A
It
few years
spoiled
ago.
it for you.
You stop wanking?
Well, to Jamie Lee
Are you
Curtis.
serious?
Yeah, generally I was knocking one out to trading places every Christmas before that, and even through lies occasionally, and then I
Yeah.
stopped.
I always find it fascinating the way we talk about masturbating to something or masturbating over something. I just.
Masturbated into something.
It'd be great if you could just appear in the scene, man, like fucking Mr. Ben. Ping. That is just. God could have gone that extra mile, couldn't he?
Remember the 10-minute free view in the porn channels?
It was
You'd get-
awesome, man.
You'd a countdown like, for how long the 10 minutes was left. So you knew how long you had to get your wank in, man.
But they always stopped after about 8.5. Just to fucking try and hook you in.
Too late.
Yeah.
I'm gone.
You've been too late 3 times.
Phone us up and finish your wank.
Just oil going back down the well, toast going back into the toaster. See you tomorrow night, girls.
Did you ever find a porno on the street when you were younger?
Yes, when I was a
Porn
very
mats in the
small
hedge?
boy. Yeah, there'd been bushes and stuff, man.
You don't get that anymore, man.
I found this massive porno at the Bible, right, when I was about 9 or 10. It was fucking massive. Just these massive bushes in it and stuff. And me and this guy, like another big guy, like being really fascinated by it, and him going, "We'll hide it here. Right, we'll hide it right round the back of a church actually. And we'll, and we'll be able to get it and stuff." And I was like, "Yeah." And fucking went away, and then we came back, and it was like gone. Someone's nicked it, and I was like about 30 before I realised he had. Alright.
Yeah, I remember finding one in the country that it was like it had black spots over the penetration scenes. You ever seen that?
Yeah.
He's fucking spending a lot of time trying to see through the black spots.
What do you mean black spots? Just like,
It's like a black circle over fucking
oh, right.
the woman was getting entered.
Fuck, man.
It's the only way I can get off now.
What, you have to wear one of those?
Sling one on.
The occasional mum or granny's gonna flip this fucking audio on and
I know, man.
I fucked you.
Let's clean this up.
Let's clean this thing up.
Granny porn. Any thoughts?
Granny porn. It's increasingly hard to get in. Like, the more you start
Don't, man, don't. It's Christmas. It's Boxing Day.
You know, I find it quite hard though.
What, to get into granny porn?
No, the older you get, the more you realise that fucking you're actually entering into that age group. So no longer the fucking like 30-something porn. You're like, hey, 30-something women. You're like, oh god, I am 30-something. This is my peer group. Fuck. So soon that'll be old women. And you're just like, But I had an uncle who was like fucking, his spine was getting fused together, and he was like 18 stone. One sat me down and was like, 13 or 14, so said, "Look at me now. I feel like I did when I was 16. You'll always want to fuck the same women, no matter how old you get." I was just like,
It's a great start to a song. Look at me now.
Yeah, an alternative to that fucking Boyle.
Look at
Find a girl, settle down. Always want to fuck the same women. My spine's fused together. I'm not happier.
That's an applause, man.
I bought fucking Sufjan Stevens. This guy Sufjan Stevens, right, did a Christmas album.
It's like a wee box.
Yeah. And I bought that thinking that was Cat Stevens' new Muslim name, and that he had surprised me with a Christmas fucking record. I thought, this is pretty broad-minded of the cunt trying to reach out.
yeah, I haven't said anything about the Muslims.
Well, they
Full stop.
I haven't said anything about the Muslims.
Good guys.
Good guys.
Great cunt.
Workable faith system.
Moving on.
What are religions have not been mentioned?
Zoroastrianism,
Mm.
eternal
Because the
fire,
Muslims are
Persia.
really proud about how fucking hefty they were like that. Do you know what I mean? And they just had the slogan, Muslims, I can hear your topical comedy moving on. You hear that? That's just a light brush at topical comedy. Passing us over.
There's various meditations and Graham Ricks and
Does it?
stuff, hearts and stuff like that. It's really quite
He
big.
made a good comeback from being a sex offender. Remember he's
What did you do?
he was a had sex with a 15-year-old girl. And then he was manager of Hearts. His first game was at Putaudry. And then they're signing that Manic Street Preacher song. If you tolerate this, then your children will get. They're saying if you tolerate Ricks, then your children will get. It's great. The game was on Sky though, and it was like the commentators going, "Oh, the Aberdeen fans are in full voice here." And all you can hear is just 50 guys just singing, "Sit down, you paedophile." And he's just standing on the touchline, as if he's ignoring it or barking at instructions. There's just 50 Aberdonians. "Sit down, paedophile." "Sit down, you paedophile."
Just loop that shit, man.
We should get to start writing chants for people, man. Let's up the ante.
Fucking, what team do you write a chant for?
Don't know. Let's start with Thistle.
Thistle.
There's so little to work with though.
I know.
Real Jackie up the arse. You dirty bastards.
It's their song they sing. We hate the boys in royal blue. We hate the boys in emerald green. So fuck your pope and fuck your queen. If you sing fuck the pope, you're a bigot. Fuck the queen, you're a bigot. If you sing both, you're just It's only Thistle. Partick Thistle.
They need a fucking strong spiritual leader, the cunts.
Only get some Muslim billionaire buys them over.
Team sheet gets read out at 5 AM from the top of the mosque. Jerry Britton's injured. He's injured.
John Lambie on Al Jazeera. Previewing the Challenge Cup game against Queen of the South.
Awesome.
Good shot there.
Jim's just lying in the corner, taking
sending-
photographs of himself.
Are you sending that to 666 or whatever it is?
What is this?
Explain, just right below it.
Caption, please.
Are you guys actually experiencing a drug experience right now?
Yes, but not the one advertised. So it's like a sort of, it's like I've been punched quite hard.
It's like someone's taken away a pint of blood.
It's like I've been told something quite shocking. like personally shocking, like somebody's died. It's not like
No.
Morgan Freeman is a fucking robot. No, actually, that would do that.
Have you seen the new Batman film?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it.
That's alright, man. Yeah. I said that after, I was like, it's just a Batman, mate. It's just a film about Batman. A lot of people were like, giving it all these accolades that it probably didn't deserve because that guy died. It's a good film though, don't get me wrong. But when I first heard him go, it started talking like that.
Yeah, he's
As soon as he puts a mask on. I'm Batman. I'm dead. You're the best of us.
Fucking gay boys would frighten people a lot more.
I'm Batman.
Hey.
Somebody just say
I'm
blowjob.
going to devastate your ass.